We had 13 weekend sales this past weekend. That was 10 on eBay, 2 on Mercari, and 1 on Poshmark. We got one more overnight that turned it into the 13 for $258.08 in sales just this weekend. Not bad, but I definitely wouldn't have had all those sales this weekend if it wouldn't have been for my 15% off sale that I started to run on Thursday. That definitely helped because the month definitely started out slow. So by Thursday, I decided to start that sale, and I have it running all the way through Monday night today, February 10th. But I might extend it out since it is a shorter month and I am almost leaving. That way I can try to get as many sales going. I'm going to think about it today, but I think I might continue it. It helps me move a lot of good inventory, and I definitely would have gotten the sales I had today if it wouldn't have been for the sale and the items I listed this weekend. So we're going to be talking about all that right now. On Poshmark, I sold these ASIC Gel Venture 7s in a men's size 12. They sold for $30 on Poshmark. I listed them back in November and I got them from my junk removal contact for free, so not bad, full profit, and they sold in 2 months, so not bad at all. I definitely love picking up ASIC shoes. Just definitely comp out the models because they do go through them quick, and then the value drops down super fast on them too. So I try to pick them up pretty cheap. This Homedics massager sold for $29.97 on Mercari, and it took a little while to sell. I picked this up back in April for $6.99. I know that these massagers do well, and for the price that I got it, I probably should have gotten maybe something else, but I wasn't really mad at what it sold for. I knew it was going to sit with me for a little bit, and this is something that isn't that bad to store. In the way that I store with my bins, as some of you guys know. While I do my inventory audit video, I'll show you guys exactly how I store all my stuff. But yeah, got it back in April, and it sold in 10 months. So definitely comp these out when you see them. Massagers do well, especially the Homedics brand. So definitely look out for these. If you can get them cheap at the yard sales or thrift stores, definitely comp them out by the model. Sales 3, 4, and 5 are these Trop World Atlantic Casino chips. Listed all 3 of them over the weekend, and all 3 of them sold immediately right when I started listing them. They started getting washers and offers. Right when I listed one of them, it sold. I got an offer for $25, which is its face value, and I of course took that. So not bad. See, there's the back of it, and then this is the front. Yeah, vintage collectible. These do very well. I've picked up a whole bunch of them on a Whatnot show, and I've already made like 3 times my money on them. And I still had a few to sell, so I decided to start listing them again. Right now that I just want something to easy research, easy list, this is the perfect time for these. So 3 listed and sold, one for $25.75, the other one for the $25, and then the last one for an offer of $23. So not bad at all. I had them all listed at $29.97, and I just wanted to see what offers I got, and I was gonna definitely take face value or just a little bit less, like that $23 one. I should have shot back 25, but that's because he offered on both 20, so I shot back 23 on both. But right before he was able to buy both, because he wanted both, someone bought it for $25.75, and I definitely took that because that was my better offer. So that wasn't bad at all. Like I said, I already made a lot of money off of these, so definitely look out for them at yard sales and thrift stores. If you can lot up a bunch of them, I'd highly recommend it. I sold a couple other ones, and I'm gonna be showing you them. But yeah, this is the front, just because these are pretty neat and pretty cool. Wanted to show you guys so you can look out for them. These are all East Coast chips. I got them on a Whatnot show from an East Coast seller. The Picking Couple on Whatnot, they run great shows. Now, the next one is this New Way Pro Plus oven replacement. Is the plastic dome and the extender. So yeah, you get both of these, and it sold for $25.22. This was part of my 15% off sale. I picked this up at a yard sale last summer for $3.83, and then I parted it out. So that was after the part out, it was $3.83 per part, so not bad at all. And these sold in 3 months after listing them. Definitely not bad at all. I definitely recommend picking that up super cheap at yard sales, or if you can find it at a thrift store for not too bad of a price, you can definitely part it out and make pretty decent money, just like I did. Because I was at first gonna sell the whole thing, but then I started seeing that there was a lot of good value in each part on its own, so that's not bad. And then I did leave the extender with the plastic dome, since that would usually go together anyways. You can't really use a new wave oven without the extender anyway, so I just figured. But yeah, not bad at all. And again, sold within the 90-day window that we want things to sell, so it's not bad. Next sale is this Furby Boom. It sold for $22.94. This was also part of my 15% off sale, and I found this also at a yard sale last year. I cleaned out the battery compartment because it had a little bit of the battery leakage, and then I completely forgot to retest it and list it, so it was just sitting there in my death pile. And so I grabbed it a couple weeks ago, in December actually, and I tested it out, it worked, and I listed it, and it sold in 1 month. So things like that happen, especially if you're a one-person team. So yeah, this little guy brought in pretty good money. And yeah, I love to pick up these Furbies. Obviously the vintage ones probably sell for more, and this is one of the newer ones, but still not bad. Next one is a cute one. It's this vintage Fairywinkle Find Me Flower basket. It's part of that Fairywinkle collection I showed you guys not too long ago. They're selling, they have good value, and this tiny stuff. And I picked this up from that collection with the vintage Littlest Pet Shops and the Polly Pockets. And these were also in there. That collection was probably like the find of the year for me because it was free, and I've made so much money off of these, thankfully. I was very thankful for the find. So yeah, this one was complete. I parted out the complete ones, and these are very highly collectible. I immediately started getting watchers, but when I listed them, they're pretty rare. I don't see many on eBay, especially complete, so definitely look out for them. Sold for $15. I listed it at the end of January, and it sold in 13 days, so definitely a bolo, and a super cute bolo to look out for, because if you do the bottom like this, they pop out. Super cute. This next one is a Dickies Chipotle work shirt in a size XL. I found a whole bunch of these at the thrift store at their end of the year 50% off sale. Everything was 50% off. I sold for $15, and I picked up 3 other ones for $3.25 each. I highly recommend looking for work uniforms. They do well. Some cannot be listed on eBay, I believe, like the UPS uniforms. So definitely look up if there's information on which ones you can and can't list, but this one is one that you can list. I did decently well for it, and I have a few other ones. I've been receiving offers on them. Definitely look out for these, and this is the first one of them to sell. It was a nice experiment to try, especially for the price that I got them at, and definitely not bad profits. And it sold in 2 months. This next one is a fun one. I'll put up pictures of them since I'm not gonna go through it. They have them all nice and stacked up, but they're these Pog milk caps. They're vintage, and it's a mixed lot of sports ones and the band Poison. Again, I picked these up with the casino chips that I got on that Whatnot show. These were also in the bag, and I lotted them up. They sold for $14.97 overnight, making me wonder if I undersold them, but that's what I saw the market going for, a lot this small. So I decided to list it at it, and it sold it at it. Maybe I just put it at the right price. If someone knows more about these, definitely let me know in the comments if I should have listed them for higher. But I love these because there's so much value in the little stuff. I mean, look how easy this ship is gonna be. So definitely look out for this stuff at yard sales, thrift stores, and all that good stuff. Little side note and all that stuff. Right now, our job might deem more demand with all these prices skyrocketing everywhere. So definitely look out for a whole bunch of this stuff, because a lot of people are gonna want to shop secondhand compared to buying it new to save more money. I've been seeing that trend since last year, and definitely is gonna be happening this year. Our job might bring more demand right now, so think about different categories. I love picking up toys and plush, because this Bluey talking plush sold for $10. I picked it up at an estate sale for $5, but I've already made a whole bunch of money. I only picked up like 4 things at that yard sale. It was this Bluey, a Paul Mitchell a straightener, and the curling wand, which already both sold, and Dior Joy perfume, which I also have listed. Those haven't sold, but at least half of the stuff I bought there already sold, and I made my money because I only spent $20 and I got each thing for $5, so not bad. So yeah, this Bluey plush It was a nice little pickup because there wasn't really much there to pick up anyways. They had everything, unfortunately, too pricey. I picked up the few things I knew that I could probably get for cheap because they just wanted to get rid of it. They were mainly focusing on the bigger stuff, which was so funny because that was Thanksgiving weekend and they were like trying to sell this older TV for like $200 when that weekend you can get TVs for like $80. So I just thought it was super funny. Especially for moving out of the country, you would think that they would just want to move stuff fast, but I picked up some stuff. So you can always, even if places are overpriced, you can always find a way to finesse it. Yarn is probably turning into my best category this year. I sold this fingerling sports yarn. It's mainly for socks is what I've been seeing it. You can use it for other stuff, but I've been seeing people make socks with this, which is very interesting. Or a thin project. It sold for $8.49. I got this in a free lot with a whole bunch of yarn a couple weeks ago, and it sold in 24 days. So not bad at all. I definitely love to find yarn, especially for free, or if you can find the really good ones at a thrift store and bundle them up for a really good price, do it that way. But yard sales for free or thrift stores, I definitely look out for the really good yarns, the weird ones, like the ones I've been talking about, wool hair, alpaca, camel hair, all those weird stuff. This last sale is these Boardwalk Regency, again, also from New Jersey, Poke Casino chips that sold for $12.75 on offer. I had them listed and a couple hours later I got a watcher, and I typically, when that happens, all of a sudden just a 5% off offer, and they took it. So I was definitely glad with that. And I set them up as a lot since there wasn't enough value in them individually, so I just lotted them up. I think the only super valuable one was this one. Again, I'll show you guys like each individual picture, but yeah, not bad. Again, definitely pick them up in a big lot if you can, something like that. And yeah, these 13 sales brought in $258.08. Not bad for a slower weekend. Let me know in the comments how your sales have been going this February. Which one is your slowest month? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out as I do all this data to go off to Mexico for the 2 months. Like I've mentioned, I have to make a full year's income in 10 months. So that's why I'm trying to find the best data possible. And this in my spreadsheet last year, I saw that it was March. So that's what I'm trying this month. And then we'll see next year, maybe I'll try February. And since I'm seeing that it could be one of the slower ones as well. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. I'll probably make a video on how I prepare for that 30-day hard close, so you guys can see how I set myself up for success. I like to take some listings with me to be drafting while I'm there. It definitely helps when I get back. I at least have a week of listings so I can catch up and get ready to get back into work. So I'll definitely be sharing those strategies. Let me know in the comments how your guys' sales are doing. And until next time, love you guys.